Starting a business, analysis paralysis is a killer. Welcome to Huddle Up. I'm Duane Gibbs alongside my partner, Mark Bruce, the Hall of Famer, and we come to you each and every Wednesday and Friday with a quick mindful thought. With that being said, let's huddle up.
Man,
boy, that's a tongue twister right from the get-go.
not only is it a tongue twister, man, it hits a little too close to home sometimes.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So today I thought that we would talk about doing research. Got a business plan, but they still hesitate. They keep checking the boxes, waiting for permission from themselves, from others, and it becomes analysis paralysis. And I think that it stops a lot of people in their tracks of wanting to move forward. They just get in a hesitation spot where they really don't know what to do, and next thing you know, they talk themselves out of it. So I have a question for you.
All right.
We see that someone has done months of research and they got sold on an idea, but yet they froze. Why do people do all the work, get right to the finish line, and now they won't pull the trigger?
Well, analysis of paralysis. I mean, they are confusing at this point. They're confusing the activity of preparing with the activity of doing something. You know, they think that the research is they got to research more. They haven't studied enough. They need to plan more. They need to plan this and that, and they got to make sure they have all their eggs in a basket and they got everything in order and they have all the answers before they start. And if I have done that once or twice, and you'll never start if you just keep doing that, you just won't. So what you're really doing is what could possibly be happening is it's your subconscious mind protecting you from a fear of failure that you might not even be aware of. Right? So as long as you're planning, you haven't failed. As long as you're preparing, you haven't failed. The moment you start, well, gosh, you might actually lose something. And then, it's a protection mechanism, right?
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, who wants to fail,
nobody. But one of my mentors did say, fail as fast as you can, because that is how you grow.
Be
All right.
prepared for the hurt.
Yes. So somebody knows intellectually that they need to start, but how do you actually help somebody move from analysis into action?
Well, listen, I think the best thing that we've really come up with was our 5A framework to clarity. I think that it hits every box, from assessment to alignment to accountability to action. I think it hits everything. And first thing is they have to assess the situation, get clear on where you actually are and where you think you should go. What's that next step really look like? Where's the real gap? You need to talk yourself off that edge, because if you've done all your homework up to that point, and this is the first time going into the business, listen, you're not going to make every decision 100%. It's never, ever, ever going to run smoothly 100% of the time. But if you've done your homework, you've done the assessment, you've done the evaluation, and you've been able to check almost all the check boxes and say, you know what, this is it, goodness gracious, go for it. Because you're not wrong. You're not wrong in feeling what you're feeling. You're not wrong of having you can I dot T cross all day long, and it'll never be right until you pull the trigger and do it. Right, Mark?
Absolutely. The best way to find the right answer is to do it one way and see if that's the right answer.
Yeah, you can always step back and adjust. You can
Exactly.
always adjust. No one now, if you're starting a business and you have $0 and you're leaving a job that is creating an income for you and you can't afford to, man, I need to have income tomorrow. That's probably a different conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
Any last minute thoughts?
No, you know, procrastination is talked about in a chapter in Think and Grow Rich, and the chapter is on decision. And you just have to make a decision to stop procrastinating and start. Once you start, you will find the next step.
I love it. That's awesome. Hey, listen, what else is awesome is you, the listener. Thanks for joining in each and every Wednesday and Friday as we give you a quick mindful thought. Also, join us every Monday as we do a full Huddle for Success podcast. Like, share, leave a comment. And if you feel like this would be valuable or someone that you can think of that really would benefit from this, send it to them. We would love to hear your comments, their comments. And listen, again, stay huddled up. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Huddle Up, where we come to you every Wednesday and Friday. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on YouTube and on social media. If you find this information helpful, share this with someone that you know. We'll see you next time on Huddle Up.